Alright, so here's something that's been making the rounds lately. Matt LeBlanc, yes, that Matt LeBlanc from Friends, was spotted having dinner with a yoga instructor named Chaz in Santa Monica. And no, this isn't just another celebrity sighting. What makes this really interesting is the way it's being framed. Personally, I think there's a lot more to unpack here than just who he's dining with. Let's break it down. First off, the whole celebrity hotspot angle. Giorgio Baldi isn't just any restaurant. It's a place where the paparazzi practically set up camp. So, the fact that Matt LeBlanc chose this spot raises a deeper question. Was this a casual dinner, or was it a calculated move? I mean, if you're trying to keep a low profile, you don't go to a place where every A-lister is bound to be photographed. From my perspective, this feels like a deliberate choice, whether it's to spark interest or just live his life. But let's be real, in Hollywood, nothing is accidental. Now, on to Chaz. She's not just any yoga instructor, she's a master teacher with over 25 years of experience, and her backstory is pretty compelling. What many people don't realize is how much her journey resonates with broader cultural trends. She used yoga to overcome body image issues and eating disorders, which is a narrative we are seeing more and more of in the wellness space. Personally, I think her story highlights how yoga has evolved from just a physical practice to a tool for mental and emotional healing. It's not just about striking poses, it's about finding peace, and that's something that's universally relatable. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Chaz isn't just a yoga teacher, she's a businesswoman. She founded an all-female yoga studio, sold it, and now consults for other studios. If you take a step back and think about it, this is a prime example of how the wellness industry has become a lucrative business. It's not just about passion, it's about strategy. And Chaz seems to have mastered both. One thing that immediately stands out is how her career trajectory mirrors the rise of the wellness entrepreneur, someone who turns personal struggles into a platform for success. Now, let's talk about Matt LeBlanc's side of things. The guy's been in the spotlight for decades, and his dating history is, well, let's just say it's varied. From his marriage to Melissa McKnight to his long-term relationship with Andrea Anders, and then Aurora Mulligan, there's a pattern here. Personally, I think he's someone who values long-term connections, even if they don't always end in marriage. What this really suggests is that maybe he's not just looking for a fling, he's looking for substance. And Chaz, with her depth and experience, seems like someone who could offer that. But here's the million-dollar question, are they just friends, or is there something more? Honestly, it doesn't really matter. What's fascinating is how quickly we jump to conclusions about celebrity relationships. In my opinion, the public's obsession with labeling every interaction is more telling about our culture than about the individuals involved. If you think about it, why can't two people just have dinner without it being a big deal? But that's the world we live in. Every interaction is scrutinized, analyzed, and often misunderstood. A detail I find fascinating is how both Matt and Chaz seem to be at similar points in their lives. He's in his late 50s, she's likely in her 40s or 50s, and they're both at stages where they've achieved a lot but are still evolving. This raises a deeper question, are we seeing a shift in how people approach relationships later in life? Personally, I think there's a growing trend of people prioritizing connection and growth over societal expectations, and this could be a perfect example of that. So, what's the takeaway here? For me, it's not about whether Matt LeBlanc and Chaz are dating or not. It's about the broader narratives at play, the intersection of wellness and entrepreneurship, the evolution of celebrity culture, and how we perceive relationships. If you take a step back and think about it, this isn't just a story about two people having dinner, it's a reflection of where we are as a society. And honestly, that's what makes it so interesting. What do you guys think? Is this just another celebrity gossip story, or is there something more here? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if nothing else, this is a great reminder to maybe try yoga. You never know where it might lead.